It's so dark. Oh my god. It kind of helped. I don't know. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Vonta here. We're back on some more Ace Attorney. Hold up, dropping frames. I swear, don't do this to me right now. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if my mic is working. Mic is working, but I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Okay, yeah. See, like my PC just updated, so like I didn't trust my settings when I first. But yeah, we're back on Ace Attorney, and we're gonna be doing another damn investigation because I still do not believe that this lady, and her name escapes me at the moment, has killed the person in question. I just refuse to believe it. But yeah, this police chief that came up, he's hiding something. He's definitely hiding something. He's hiding. He's falsifying. There's something that he's doing that I just don't like. Like it makes me feel a little, man. But you know, we're gonna find something. We have to find something to use against this man because something ain't right here. Now, before we get started, 3 links in the description down below as always. My brother's channel, go check him out, show him some love. And there's a Discord we're running. It's a little community we're building. You can join and talk to us, and you can suggest games you want us to play. Just make you more part of the stream, part of the channel, part of the fun. And there's a link for donations if you want to support the channel that way. It's called Coffee. It feels so inclined. So, with all that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends that can join us in this and many other awesome adventures. Lego. Share the link to the Discord. So we should be good. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? What's this game? This is Ace Attorney. I am a lawyer, and I just help with I help get people clear their names after murders and whatnot. But also, weirdly enough, I do my own investigations. So it's like I'm a lawyer and also a detective. It's weird, but it's I love it. But yeah, I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see what is going on. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot, and the police department English and the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? So yeah, like what's going on here? Hold on, can I can't show a picture of, okay, yeah, her. So she is on trial for murder. And one issue about it is she's just straight up saying she did it. Now, the man in question, Detective Bruce Goodman, he died, or supposedly killed, in the parking lot of the prosecutor's office where this picture was taken, and that's the trunk he was found in, right? But the weird thing is, that same man was somehow also murdered in another building at a different location at the same time he was supposed to be killed in this location. So, and like dude on the thumbnail, he's like the chief of police. He wants this woman to go down. I don't know why, but he wants her to go down, and we gotta help her out. But she's not helping herself because she's straight up saying she did it, but she couldn't have. And also, how did the one man die in two places at the same time? So yeah, like she's even saying like the prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least. All right, let's do it. Let's switch my chair out. I have a new chair, I'm just not using it yet. Well, I'm glad she's in good spirits. I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. I mean, aren't those sunglasses, though? Like, those can't be prescribed. They're pink. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. The oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where's that coming from? Big words for a high school student. That water's hot. I've been sitting at my desk since last night. What's up, Marcus? Now, Marcus, I know you were interested in this game, so I have to ask, did you see the last stream? Or do I need to catch up? I did just give, like, an explanation as to what we're doing. But, like, I can do another quick rundown. But, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Okay, so like, here's what happened, right? It's like I said, I don't mind giving another quick rundown. Like, I know people can't always watch the streams. I've had people like apologize for missing streams, and I always say, if you miss a stream, I get it. Life happens. You don't have to tune in every single time. Everyone calls this case the best one, and you don't see the vision. Well, you said I was gonna like Von Karma. Fuck Von Karma. My God, that dude was pissing me off. Everything about him. So, Marcus, quick rundown, right? She's on trial for murder. She's saying she did it. The dude that she murdered, don't have a picture of him, but like Bruce Goodman. Language, you know, you're right. I apologize. There are children watching. But the dude she murdered, who had apparently died in the parking lot we're in right now, also died in the police department that's a 30-minute drive away at the same time. So like, we got one dude who died in two places at the same time, somebody who is swearing that she killed him, and a police chief who, like, for some reason wants this woman to go down for this murder. So, yeah, Schrodinger's corpse. Yeah. So we gonna find out what's going on. We got to find something to go against this man, because I didn't like Von Karma, but I also don't like this. I can't pull up a picture of him. Well, yeah, I can. I'm not gonna do it. But I also don't like this chief of police. He's up to something. Luminol. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even you can't see it, it's still there. Even if you can. Plot is really confusing, right? Yes, Grant, Police Chief Grant. He's up to something. Because, like, why does he want her to go down for this murder so bad? But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. I don't know if that's really good advice. Some people have better vision than you. Just give it a try. Some people can catch things you won't. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh! What? To test for blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Wait, is it Gant or Grant? Like this, see? Press the... I don't know why. It's always so off-putting when a character says press a button. Like when they don't say like, oh, go interact with this. They'll just straight up tell you press X. It's weird. Ah. Okay, let's find some blood stains. Want me to be... Oops. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. Yeah, I wish I could do the same, but my glasses, my sweet babies. I love these things, man. This is the second pair, too. Like, I tried to Gorilla Glue them together. It ain't working. I gotta buy some more. Like, it's just something about me and colored reflective glasses. I love them, but I keep losing them. Did that to use 5 photos to zoom in on that? That did seem a little excessive. But I can see her eyes shining behind those. I read that. So, is this a blood stain? It's so, Emma, you're shaking. Was she afraid of blood? It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. You're a woman. But who the fuck wrote this? Who the heck wrote this? Language. Damn. Dang! Anyways. So, like, this trope that, like, women are afraid of blood, it's so stupid. They see it more than men. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. Maybe it's because the blood's in a different situation. I'll give her a benefit of the doubt. But, the location of the blood makes sense, and I guess the amount would make sense. No, wait, the amount doesn't make sense because of how much blood was on that picture. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? She must be a crime scene analyst. Have you not seen blood? I swear, bro. Like, it's just... Come on, now. Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. Because, see, like, this? I don't think this is blood on her coat. It's a black and white photo. And there's, like, a lady... Like, okay, so, like... The lady dealing with the food was... Wait. Where's the floor plan? There's, like, a floor plan, right? Cool. That's Jam 100%. I swear, bro. Let me change this so you guys can see the cursor. Okay, so the lady was up here. This is an upstairs room, and there's a window that, like, the defendant had to be walking this way. I think while she was walking past here, Jam or something. Because she said she was bringing her boyfriend like a jam sandwich or something. I think she threw Jam down on her shoulder before she got over here so she could run around and, like, get over here and take the picture. It's just my theory. A game theory. I'm sorry for that. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there had to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna mark up the floor where we find the bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I said I might have allowed us to buy that. How much is that? Like, I wonder if this is something that, like, Google will consider weird for me looking up. Because I know there are certain things where you can get flagged. So let's see. How much is luminol? Was it spelled with an O? Testing. Let's see. $15 to $60? She saved up for $15 to $60? Damn. Bro, like, you saved up for this? What is your allowance? We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. I understand that the economy is... Okay, but, like, this takes place in, like, I think either 2007 or the 90s. So, I don't know. So I feel for her, too. My number one fan likes to come in here and call me broke. So, you know. We can't be sure the police... Okay, I already read that. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit their view of the case. Is that illegal? Then let's drag that hidden evidence onto the light of day. Yeah. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? We are. Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Hi, is this gonna be that cowboy dude again? Oh god, even worse. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star. You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. Oh, now you look at the glasses. Not only the glasses, but like this. So yeah, this Deo deli box is on the house. I don't want Deo food. Sorry, it's just that Sorry, it's just that kind of lead doesn't really get my mouth watering. Lead in? What? Hold on. That kind of lead in? Alright. I don't want to talk to you. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. I think you're the killer. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid I wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah. I swear on my honor as a detective, you're not a detective anymore. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt. Now you're a murderer. Come on now. I know you killed that man. Every day, I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone got food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Or fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... So wait, how do I use the fluid then? It said I can use it on other things. Ah. Aha! I'm spraying everything. Alright, I already got what I wanted. I see it. Here, a phone. Let's see if... Oh, no, wait. That's not what I'm looking for. So, like, I know the phone was broken, but how do I... Like, there's blood on it. I'm not... No! What am I doing, bro? What... Oh, I had to spray it 3 times. Okay. This blood must be from when... This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So, this means that Lana's hand had blood on it? It should keep getting worse. Talk to Lana, I guess? Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say that they arrested a suspect at the police department murder? Let's come back later. Well, everyone looks deadly serious here. They just lost a man. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time at the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check on the police department crime scene. Yeah, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Did I not go to the right place? Just out of curiosity. Had to make sure. Also, why was that not an option when I first got here? Hold on, I might. Was it 2 o'clock or 2:30? Wait. Hold on a second, gentlemen. I'm checking or something. Okay, it's 2:30. So in 25 minutes, I'm gonna have to walk away for a minute. I'll be back, but you know. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Where'd the music go? I don't like this. Is this a police department or a dress-up room? What the hell? What's the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. I'm sure it sure seems that way. Oh. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, it's imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I'm feeling I know who he is already. I have a cactus. I'm gonna go grab it. I'm gonna show off my cactus. I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. I need to change it out of this because, like, I have to hold it with chopsticks because it's not sitting right in this pot. But yes, this is my cactus. Get a closer look at it. I'm being so careful right now. But yeah, this thing was like so tiny when I first got it. I was not expecting it to grow this big. Never seen a yellow one. Well, it's not. It's not in the best of health at the moment. Well, then again, it's like I don't know the color. It's a survivor. I'll go ahead and say that. It's not a cactus. It is a cactus. What are you? That's why I got these chopsticks because like it's not holding up right in this pot, and I don't want to like drop it or like try to grab it as it's falling. But yeah, my cactus. Maybe I can leave this thing in here. The cactus is fine. The fact that it got this big, like I said, it is green. But like what you're seeing is yellow is actually like all the spines that are on it because it's just so many. But like underneath the yellow spines, it is green. It's so tempting to touch this thing, but I know better. So yeah, this is my cactus. Now let me go ahead and but yeah, that was like the only plant that made it through the move, sadly. Because there were some other things and another cactus as well. The other cactus died. But I'm gonna get that one like a bigger pot and just some new soil and stuff. Probably gonna get that tomorrow. So let's examine around. Yipes. These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I think it's just one big. Wait, what? I would think just one big. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. Jesus Christ. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Elaborate. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. Damn. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. Yeah, you took SpongeBob. Listen, the thing about that cactus, I didn't look. I was not expecting it to grow like that. Like I've seen people have cacti on their desks before, and they're like not much bigger than this. That some bitch kept growing, and I just eventually it is going to grow into a problem, and I won't know what to do with it because who's gonna want like if that thing gets like 4 feet tall, who's gonna want to trust it enough to move it? You know, so I got to figure out something to do with that thing. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. Is it? Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. Thank you. A leather jacket, a leather pants, a leather. What's that called again? Poncho? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. No. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It was not. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check out who went in and out of there. Yeah, I love plants. Like all my life, I've loved plants, but they all come to tragic ends because of unfortunate circumstances. Like hell, there was one. It was like a weed growing out of concrete. I was like 8 years old. I pulled it out of the sidewalk, and I put it in a big flower pot, and it started like it started turning into a tree. So like I'm taking care of it. I'm growing it. I'm watering it and I'm taking it outside to sit in on the porch in the actual sun. And my brother, mad at me over something stupid, he poured like a bunch of bleach and shit on the plant to kill it and get it, just to hurt my feelings. So yeah. And there was I had an aloe vera plant. Are you sure? Am I sure about what? Oh, I also see you said what's his name. I didn't name the cactus actually. I did name my aloe vera plant. So once again, another plant that came to an unfortunate end, and not my fault. So like my aloe vera plant, I got that at Whole Foods. Oh, you're doing the Omni Man meme, okay? But I got a little aloe vera plant at Whole Foods, and like this was like they were all so nice and like uniformly shaped, and but I saw one that was like a little oddly shaped, and it looked weird compared to all the other plants, like all the other aloes that were next to it. So I was like, you know what? Nobody's gonna take you, so I'm going to take you. You're gonna be mine now. Like you're gonna be my friend. So I took it home, and as like I and like somebody asked me about the plant, like, oh, are you gonna name it? And I was like, well, I guess I have to name it. So that's what I named it, like Igus. The plant's name was Igus. Don't judge. I wasn't judging it. I was just like, I just know that like people don't really buy ugly looking things, so like that's why I took it and loved it myself. And it grew like a lot, and not only did it start growing, but like a smaller one started growing next to it somehow. I didn't understand that, but then my uncle knocked it over and broke it, and it just didn't grow right after that. Like the little one started growing more, but that first one was done, which is weird because like with an aloe plant, you can take a leaf and like cut it off, and then you can grow another one out of just that leaf. So I don't know what the hell went wrong with that. Because it was probably already like unhealthy since it was so misshapen and all that. So yeah, it's a shame. This man likes to drink. Is that a lasso? Look on the floor. A lasso. Hmm. Looks like he set up to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. I've always wanted to like lasso a bull or something. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Plants are scared of me. Plants aren't scared of me. Come on now. Because like I said, like the little weed that turned into a tree, my brother killed that. And the other one my uncle knocked over. So he actually like I had my plant sitting on a shelf. He knocked over the shelf. And like that cactus was one of the plants. And that one he left on the floor because he didn't want to pick it up and put it back. The squeaky door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. Blah. Saloon? Yeah, saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus will fall over. A cactus fall over. I'd say to be more of a yarg myself. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need some permission to go in there first. Let's see, have we examined everything? Yes. So where do we go? Not here. Not here. You gonna present something to him? Just take a look at this. You. Yes. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? Not for you. No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew these for a long time to get the rich flavor like this. You pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. Oh my, you're right. Screw this, lady. I'm not talking to you about tea anymore. Get out of here. Look at you coming in clutch. And see, the funny thing, I was scanning every room for blood until I got here and I just stopped doing it. Like, what's wrong with me? All these cords and stuff. All right. Wrong button. Make sure there's nothing anywhere else. Wow, we got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their hand right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. I would much rather touch a cactus than be murdered. The man was stabbed to death. Okay, nothing else. I didn't talk to her in here. Well, where should we begin? Well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How can one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see. You should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. Ugh, I hate his nicknames. But with all those rumors, you were in the defendant's chair just like this past December. There was that business with him not reading the office report. Ah, about the killing at the police department, right? The chief of police was right about that. But I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Okay. So I scanned and got the blood. Let's do it again. Yeah, like there's nothing else. What the fuck? Maybe there's something else to scan for in here? Wait, the oil drums, wouldn't there be like... Nope. Okay, hold on, I'm at a loss. Wait a minute. Sub 2 came out. Wait, for real? I thought it was like... I did see something that said PlayStation plays, and I have to wait for it. Not a place. Okay, yeah. See, that's there we go. High prosecute. See, the menu for this game is so weird because you have to go to certain places in order to move to somewhere else. Well, this place is classic today as it was yesterday. This place is what? On Xbox and PC? Gross. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's out doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Let's spray all over here. Ah! Oh! I wasn't actually expecting to find something. I was just joking. What? It looks like some blood has dripped down here. Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed. A nosebleed, huh? Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone for their incompetence. Why does the Gumshoe's face come to mind? He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you think he'd want to show this thing off some more. Wait, this thing off more than the Giant Steel Samurai. You ever watched one of these things in a long time? When was the last time? Again, that's what it's always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. This game keeps mentioning things I have. Oh, wait, camera's covered up. I also have a flute. 3 months? Damn. Well, welcome back. Well, really, my flute is it's an ocarina, but an ocarina is a flute, so you know. Doesn't exactly sound like a typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked, but one else needs to tell me. No one else needs to tell me. That's how he's always been. Kind of like it's under your skin, doesn't he? We probably don't need to be here anymore. Nope. We're gonna find the right place to go. We gotta examine stuff. Hey, a chessboard. Hold up. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. I learned how to play chess like 5 months ago. It was like my first time playing, and I actually like because it was at work, and somebody put a chessboard in the break room, and like somebody asked me like, "Hey, do you know how to play?" And I'm like, "I absolutely don't." They're like, "Oh, well, let's start up a game." So we started, and I beat him. And like I was looking at the instruction manual the whole time just so I could know where to move the pieces. If people like were coming around, they were watching us, and everybody who was watching was swearing up and down like, "Oh, he knows how to play chess. He's played chess before. There's no way he'd make moves like that." And I'm like, "Bro, I literally have the manual in my hand telling me where I can move every piece." I like see, I was new to the game, and I beat 3 people. The third guy was talking mad stuff. Like he was like, oh, "I'm about to embarrass. I'm about to this and that." Like, and he lost to somebody on their first day playing. I'm like that. I want to play chess again. I might stream myself playing chess. Probably not online though, because I feel like people playing it online. People would absolutely destroy me. But it's gonna rain. If you'll excuse me, I have to fill something out real quick. That's why I'm stopping. Okay, be back in just a second. Have to turn on my ceiling light because it's just dark in here. Usually, like I open the blinds so I can get some sunlight from outside, but it's not doing much. You would think it's like well off into the night right now. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair? Nah, it's nothing. Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. Its part is so high I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why don't you put your set to Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that nameplate as a... Okay, so like, wait. Read all this. And why did Gumshoe just pop up like that? This ain't what we need. This rope, is it? Yep, deleted the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Huh. Maybe they want me to do this? Someone needs to marker to write their name on this. Emma Skye. Tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. What kind of world do you think we live in? Nah, she's right. I gotta side with her on this. Where the hell am I supposed to go? It was like, wait, maybe? Like, I've talked to the one person they'll let me talk to. I think I gotta show her something. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was a head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due to... Yeah, it was due for transferal the very day Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Okay, there we go. I found... Nope, did not. Damn. What the heck? I don't have that on a case or anything, do I? A body with Edward's knife sticking in it was found in Edward's car. I think it owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Well, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why did my chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Okay, where's the next person we gotta interact with? Nothing. She's the only person we're seeing. I feel like there's something we gotta present to her. I had one of those up until 2 years ago, where they, back here with the cough up clean, right? I found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely goodness. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish it could be so true. So there's something related to SL9, I was about to say DL6. Something related to SL9 we gotta find. Let's take a look at this. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about tea. I love tea myself, but that's not what we're doing right now. Think about it, I could have taken a picture from the guard room, but even I get flustered sometimes. So he went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? We are getting nowhere. Tea conversation. Oh, there we go. Finally popped up. The incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. So you killed an innocent man? What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence? Of a sort. Made up evidence. Oh my god. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. They should have been! Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. No! See, that, like, real life just pissed me off. Camera covered up. Every single person that was involved in that case, you made up evidence and someone died because of it. You all deserve multiple life sentences. You should never see outside again. Ooh, that is. Losing a job and a demotion? You killed a man based on falsified evidence. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm alright. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? It's not Gumshoe, is it? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Okay. Oops, I mean the police department security detail officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every single angle. Why'd I add the word single in there? Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You ever forgotten the SO9? There's another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come to meet old friends, boyfriends that could help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many did she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 would have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? Seems like you were serious about investigating this case. Yes. What are you handing? Oh, that actually looks good. Then you should take this. The Salisbury steak lunch? Oh, that's heavenly. I know a certain guy who might help you if you're tempted with this treat. It's not that, what's that big dude's name? Miss Starr. Officer Marshall. Is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, he was helping my sister do cases. He was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Now we're getting somewhere. Ran right into a dead end. Where is Gumshoe? This is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Just asking about you, bro. Set the Gumshoe. Now's not the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. Free scumbags, it's the cops. But, what I really need is the steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Damn. Oh, steak lunch. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. Criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing at the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day the detective was killed in the parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Oh, there was a suspect. They just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal that hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down there having a good cry. Later. He went off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. To the evidence room we go. Damn. Wrong place. Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ooh. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I say. I swear, if this is Larry... Okay. Oh, hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edgeworth. Anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of Chief, sir. I get a report, sir. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You here to deliver a report? No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he... You... Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? I like how everybody else in this game is drawn like in some type of realistic fashion and he's just so cartoony. Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, I'm a patrolman of General Affairs, sir. Sir. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business at that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room. I'm getting sick of saying, sir. That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Okay. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blackened out. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. About your hand, did it happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there's nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. So to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir, then label me the victim. I would, but you happen to be at detention, and alive and well at that. Ah, yes. Well, that's true, I suppose. You could say that. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, and I say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light and other creature comfort. Damn. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor did I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Ah, I can't spring. Alright. Alright, gotta present something here. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, I have to look at the knife. He's overreacted to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Where's another one? It's the same conversation. I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. You should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It's a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. So I guess that's where I go. Okay. Nah, what do I gotta show you? Nope. Oh, this is it. It's gotta be. Hey, why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. The Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you better wake up right now. Does that lead to more conversation? No, it does not. Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill. I doubt it's all cold and tough by now. I'm sure it's delicious. Let's start put our heart into making this. So long as she didn't put the other organs in there. Let's see. Ingredients, meat. She must mean beef. She probably wrote it generically. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additive she used. Go to town. Huh. It says here, hours of sweat and labor. To make a Salisbury steak. So that's why the sauce is so salty. Ew. I've never had a Salisbury steak over rice. Always mashed potatoes. Yeah, give it to Edgeworth. Cool. Do you think you can take a look at this? Hey. That's it, sir. That's it. That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card is the card. Wait, that card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry into this this one a little deeper. There we go. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little patrol man, lost a limb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. That sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show you his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Was that supposed to say whooped or whooped? But, since the government pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why is it that they arrested you? What did you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. So maybe it wasn't Goodman? In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? You said it up here. They told me that if I had to be, sir. Wait, they told me that it had to be me, him, sir. Okay. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry. Really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we gotta check out the crime scene. And this is the badge in question. Take a look at it. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. What? Haha, huh? I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it. What? Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl Whoa. Without a girl with matching badges. That's... This is not where this was supposed to go. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Jesus Christ. Life isn't all about school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. That took a weird turn. I don't like that. Wrong building. Let's say pretend the scene of a crime, but like... What are they talking about? There you go. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief of detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Ugh. Here we go. And you're sure this is all, hmm? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Ah, right on, my boy. How have you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Is Edgeworth gonna be in? Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, we're gonna do a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep. Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gort Lake that he didn't do? It doesn't look good having the top prosecutor in the defendant's seat, does it? He was innocent. I understand why do crimes get held against people if they're innocent. Man, it's starting to storm. And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Mr. Righto? Von Karma. Alleged he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Well, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective got killed on the turf, too, I mean. They are being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give you all our secrets like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I'm hearing thunder. It actually was storming. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was he wanted the chief detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly does the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on this is February 21st. Better take note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. We gotta look at that. We're getting so much stuff for this case. ID 59. But he scratched it off. Why did he scratch that off? He got the number wrong. He should know his own ID number. Bruce didn't write this. Wait a minute. Isn't there like a signature on this thing? No, I'm reaching. Damn. Alright. I just went back. Oh, damn it. Wait. Time out. There. Well, what crime scene do you mean, my friend? Like, it's just so confusing where they're telling me to go. Like, this is 3 different buildings. Okay, listen. Did we go to Edgeworth's office? Nothing. Damn. Okay. Let's accept his desk. It's not the desk in question. Huh. Go back over this conversation. He didn't say it again. I feel like it's a bad idea to show him. Okay, I gotta find Marshall. I know I gotta find Marshall, but like, where is he? Talking about tea again. Not there. Nothing there. Nothing there. How am I getting stuck like this? He said he has to go back to the scene of the crime. But like, is it here? Oh my god. I had to talk to him. I just didn't want to talk to him, and that was... Oh, that's why I got stuck. Son of a bitch. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come where Rido asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Quit staring at the camera like that, though. Now, Rido. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to get I don't need to investigate after all. Rido, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Yes. Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is the detective's ID card, isn't it? It's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. I still don't trust him. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir... Wait. We get to go to the evidence room now, sir. Why is she talking like Meekins? I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. So now I go. Like, get in there. The evidence room beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Grant. Why didn't we just use the ID card that we are currently carrying? Like, come on now. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off. See? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well. What's made my Bambina sky so gray? Ew. Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? Who else did you think it was gonna be? Look around. What's that? Why did it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here is my saloon. We're to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. That better be the sheriff's badge in these parts. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw. Well, I'm just standing here for. Get along, little doggies. The crime machines are waiting. Except the cart reader's on again. While we're here, I wonder if I could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to hang up with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina. But I'm off to roam the lands, like a tumbleweed on a wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I say a little prayer. The hell? What was that all about? Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about earlier. Or either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracked on this investigation pronto. I know what to do. I gotta give him the steak. I almost would have. Okay. I don't know why. I just thought something different would happen there. Here you go. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on the television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Stars. I know people personally like that are like that. Like, I've seen so many people claim to be from New York. Like, people I literally grew up with are like, oh, yeah, I'm from New York. No, you're not. Why are you doing that? New York is not some special place that breeds special people. You don't have to be from New York. Just say you're from where you're actually from. This shit's weird. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch? I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you trust security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meek is at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, you might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? You need to be arrested. So, what were you doing around 5:16 when the winter took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Broccoli is good. Come on now. Broccoli is the best vegetable. Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the same crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfers. Extra was talking about that the transfers too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. Cauliflower is also good. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. Ah, man. If nothing happens, the tapes will automatically erase every few hours. And why did I sound raspy now. What happened? And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're a security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is whether it's the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record I just now. I've seen that number before. Yeah, it was the number on his ID. Look at this so I can prove that the record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transfer thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They kept it here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transfer up. We do it every February. I see now. Transfer is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. But that happened to SL9 2 days ago. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Yep, there it is. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. Isn't that when he's supposed to have been dead? Oh, he died afterwards, I bet. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show you his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. That's not him. If he had his ID card, then why would he point a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Got an idea. Maybe I should just list other people's IDs here. Like right now, then? I didn't think that would be important. That's why I didn't like read that. But let's finally get back here. Turn on the card reader. Go have yourself a ball, partners. And have that ID card. A real ID card. Get this investigation started already. We didn't even get started. It's been like 2 hours almost. Oh, I gotta press move. Okay. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Let's try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Gumshoe? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I would recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the your heart's content, or desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief Police Gant. Will loan anyone $50? Even me? Jesus Christ. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was putting in charge of the investigation for the day. Just for the day? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for the day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Okay. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, murder took place right here at the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. It's adamant, though. Or I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I could get tired. I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with with the inquiry committee right now. I'm going to take a nap after this stream. I am tired. They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. Now, this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to bleh. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed and only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. I'm on my third card since entering the police force already. Sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. Lock for each locker is coded up with a fingerprint. I don't know, you can lose your hand. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to these handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handle is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened to my hand, if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. And Meekins had a bandage over his hand. I'm not trying to say Meekins did it, but like, In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are some people who on the force don't know about the fingerprint locks. Wow, look at this big pile of junk at the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Something sticking out of there. It's like a shirt. Think this must be evidence from her case? I wonder if the guy should put this there. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. What the heck was that? Freaking Uber Eats telling me there's sales on Gatorade. What? How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Don't tell me I can investigate every single locker. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. I'm not sure about the dreams. Yeah, that same dreams is weird. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high tech around here. Okay, good. I don't have to check every single one, thank God. Some sort of bogey equipment is gathering dust here. What a solid looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal? That's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of the case out in Gore Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. What is saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time. Oh boy. True art has always been a war against depression. True art? I noticed there's blue and yellow paint here. Oh my God, they're talking about the freaking mascot. Perhaps witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here in the evidence room, there's a bloody handprint on that locker. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what are the other bloodstains left in the room? We should use our testing to find out. Absolutely right. That flash, Jesus Christ. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out the door. This might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where'd you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Of course, there'll be blood over here. That's where the man died. Ah, that must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not professional. We'll chip on you, detective. Pale blue blood. Made it Detective Goodman. Is it actually an alien? Jesus Christ. This proves that something really happened in front of his locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. That was a terrible opinion. You're a grown-ass man. Oh, that flash. I can't take it. I knew it. It's someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours. Please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away. Promise to testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You do that for me, won't you, pals? It's an important clue. I'll jot it down the floor plan. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. Holy shit! You are the police! What? But you're a detective. Brother. I think that's also the right hand. Someone left a glove here. Only one. Except the gumshoe, maybe. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence on the case, you know. You mean SO9? It does have a tag on it. Bro, there's so much stuff getting added. This is going to be a hard case. Looks like this one's open. And the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker's coded with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to just leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. You must have taken the contents elsewhere. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all those pieces. Set the gumshoe, perhaps? My God, Phoenix. There you go again, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently the case. The case? The SO9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SO9 evidence. I'm able to shape these pieces work before it was broke. You gonna try to put it back together? Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. A tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Well, this is gonna be fun. Blood in that? Okay, I gotta find what fits right there. Or do I? Okay, so that's the top. Screw it, trial and error. Like, I know it's not that one. What the fuck? I want to rotate the actual vase, but like I can't do that. Okay, pieces are actually missing. I was about to say, no way, I'm just like... Let's try to put as many pieces in as place as we can. Maybe I'll give it another shot later. And me thinking I was stupid or some shit. Anyway. Wait. See, yeah, saying that we can check it out later, I have to check it out later. Because, like... I would assume something would turn green if it can fit. Yeah, okay, so it's not my fault then. Where would we find more pieces? This is where we found that note. The case that was due for transfer on the day of the murder. And the detective in charge of the case was the victim. I wonder what kind of case this SL9 incident thing was. It's kind of hard to guess just knowing the case number. Wait a minute. Nah, that don't fit. All right. It's something else in here. Huh. There's no more blood anywhere else. we go back to Meekins? Whoops. Oh my god, this navigation is just so... Yep, talk to Edgeworth, I know. This tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's so confusing about that? Do any of the other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag. Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What are we playing, a word game now? Well, Zag is the name of a company. Think about it. It's just not spelled that way, but... Oh, wait, I'm asking for his ID, actually. Well, I thought we could ask everybody for their ID numbers, but... Okay. Okay, so he's not here anymore. I already asked him. This is the ID card for the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Yeah. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa. What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Oh boy. Oh, Edgeworth has come to the evidence room. See, now I want to go to his locker. Or not his locker, his office. Just to confirm. Nothing got punished to Steve. Alright, yeah, you're useless. Damn it! Thought he'd be there. Alright, so Edgeworth was here. Crap, what do I do? Card. No. You can't open the lock if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodwin was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. That led me nowhere. Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. And we confirm this is Miles' number. Maybe I'll show this to... Alright, now that's it. Go with the Wild West live-action roleplay nonsense. Sure have a lot of monitors in here. There's 8 cameras in the evidence room and all. One for each section. Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place? Why do cattle sit before the rain comes? It's not for man to know. Unless you're the security guard responsible. That led me nowhere. This hat sure is prickly. It must be real. But keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt. Billy? The cactus has a name? Billy, you're wearing your... Billy, you're wearing your cowboy hat on your hand. Ah, my rawhide... My God, can't speak English. My rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it. Looks like he got stuck on the spines and he couldn't get it off. That could be another reason why dude's hand is bandaged. This is leading nowhere. Oh, I didn't look at the door. That's the door we just came through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. What would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside? Let's hope he remembers that we're in here. Okay, that led to nothing. I hate being at a loss like this. Maybe something I didn't do right here. Let's see. Like, I'm really about to trial and error this entire thing. But I feel like it would turn green if it could fit. Oh my god, it can fit. Son of a bitch. Oops, no. So I was an idiot. Nothing. That did not look like it would fit there. What? Like, why did the character say that it didn't work if it works? That clearly goes on the top, but I'm just... Camera. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Jesus. Nah, hold on. Just to be sure. Hey, look. They're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here. It looks like blood. Do you think it's that the Goodman's blood somehow got on this while he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence of the SL9 incident. Maybe when the blood got on it. This thing doesn't have a bottom. It's weird. I wonder what side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? This doesn't collect dirt inside, right? Or dust. I don't think that's the bottom. So we're gonna ask people who would actually have been on the incident then. Okay. You're useless. Thank you. Thank you. Nothing. Alright, so there's something else in this evidence we gotta figure out. Put these pieces together and make a jar. The two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem like a little... Doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I should remember this next time I make a jar. Alright, see, now there is nothing, but like... I don't want to leave here again. Nobody's saying anything. I have no idea where I'm going. Where's Edgeworth? Like, I know we need to talk to him, but he's not showing up. God. Wait. There wouldn't be any blood on him, would it? Okay, I think I already checked him anyways. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh my god. So we're gonna talk about this? Or that? I should be steer with this here lasso. What? Was bellowing, "Move, pal, move." Gumshoe, I presume? None of this is helping me out. It's almost been 3 hours. I want to end this. Ugh, God. Hang on a second. Okay. Where would some more pieces of this vase be? Well, you probably thought I was looking it up, but I might just look it up. Because holy shit. This is... It's good. I'm tired. Let's see. It said complete the jar's assembly and rotate it. What? Already did. Well, I didn't complete the jar's assembly, but... Hang on. I'm just looking at like what to do after examining the evidence room. Okay, it says if Gumshoe won't leave, make sure you check the blood stain on the locker more. Right, I pressed X again. Triangle. Yeah, and there's like no... Wait a minute. I'm seeing people saying they actually got stuck here because it like they have to reset the game. What? I'm just glad to know I'm not the only one who had this problem. Like, a lot of people got stuck right here. But my freaking camera keeps getting... Jog his memory, I already did that. Okay. I'm like... Okay, apparently this is what I was supposed to do. But on Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife, I bet Edward was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SO9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be not to... What the fuck? I'm tired, alright? That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. How was I supposed to know to do that? Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. This was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And started the rumor mill. Rumors? About forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SO9 incident, see? So that's Switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Hey pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going... yeah, was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give him my report for the day. What the hell is that? Oh, restaurant. I'm actually kind of hungry right now. It might help, you know? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him. These enemies would use our friends like Detective Gumshoe. I'm off, pal. Later. Probably see what Edward has to say too. I hope this is the last part of this. Because I love the game. I just wasn't planning on doing this for so long. Damn it, I went to the wrong place. Oh my god. See, I'm tired, bro. Get on my face. Ho. Alright. For a second. Prosecutor's office. Yeah, why am I reading that? I need to read that. Why are you here? Ah, yes, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth. I beg your leave. So long. Edgeworth here? They're standing by the window with the teacup in his hand. Right? You at the hotel bring him service? Or tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's... You're back from the district prosecutor's office in Queer? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info was on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing's really taking a toll on him. Bro, let's just talk and get it over with. I don't want to show you anything. Alright, so how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there is someone who believes that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? You gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I cannot do anything but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you? Why? All along... Wait. I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still... Well, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Crap, I gotta show him shit. Oh, right. I better check this out. As I was saying, What's this? Effective ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case wrapped up half a year ago. He told me that he wanted me to keep it here at the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. You better make a note of it. So, but as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. What did that last one say? I'm about to make some tea, actually. I can't catch what that said. I skipped it too fast. We'll sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. Pass on the tea, just tell me about the case. Yada yada. Maybe if I just show him the best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay. Well. I'm gonna find something. Something he wouldn't have seen. That won't get a reaction. I already showed that, didn't I? Everything here he would already know. Did I show this? Okay, he keeps bringing up the tea, and like that noise keeps happening. Wait. Okay, I was wrong there. Except this stuff he's seen. He just said no to all of this. Let's see. Also, about flavor. Look at this raw blend. Exquisite. Fuck it, I'm just gonna present everything until I get a reaction. I don't care. Trial and error. It's not gonna be that. But I did say I was going to show everything, so what the hell? Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ. Fine, I know you. You probably get a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SO9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. Figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Ugh! I wish they'd just talk. That voice line's tired. The SO9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. The wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago? He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood will be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict. The killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I would do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? you're still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course. Well, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have a use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? And chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about give these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Oh, dear God. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Alright, well, at least we know where we're going. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, and there's blood on the detective evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. For anybody wondering what I'm holding, it's a Lego set that I put together recently. Something in my collection of Lego sets. Alright, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger will have a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle a little aluminum powder. We sprinkle a little aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With the X button, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh, how to do that? With the triangle button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing on the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow. That looks like fun. That's just you getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just put the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Guess I better give it a try. About to use all this. Ah, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? Means it was a gloved hand? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Yeah, okay. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Seems like there are fingerprints outside of the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clean print. Fingerprints outside the blood? I see it. Is it not thick enough? Like, what's happening? Yeah, print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. It's quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. Point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints will most likely find on this evidence locker? I think this is literally it. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Y'all got a spray? This one we got a fluid reaction, right? Right. There was a handprint here. Okay. Wanna try using it? There go her eyes sparkling again. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area where the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding using chemical means. The prints in the area would have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, let's try to find prints that were wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand? Would it be on the locker? I'm befuddled. Hang on a second. Okay, wait, we just went through all this. Like, there's nothing here. Anywhere. to pin. Am I wearing a red necktie? Well, I am wearing a red necktie, you know. Okay, so there's no prints there, I guess. The yellow crime scene tape. You know, yesterday was my first time seeing that. It was my dream to push through the crowd and just step over the tape. It's a little daunting to encounter it again so soon. Maybe you're overreacting a little. Nope, Detective Goodman's evidence locker. It's empty. Detective Goodman himself can open this locker. So the person who took out this knife had to have been Detective Goodman. But why was it wrapped in a scarf muffler stuck inside the car muffler? Can we not dust right there? Alright, so I can see the handprint on that locker. But I don't see any more fingerprints anywhere else. Wait, stop. I get it. Thank you. Skip dialogue. Goodbye. What am I supposed to do here? Try to find prints that weren't wiped away. I mean, my first thought would be the fingerprint scanner. There's nothing there. What the hell? Okay, fine, whatever. I know I had already pressed right there. Just as much dust as possible. Just make it white. Freshly fallen snow. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall. It's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The Lumina reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall... Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. This is what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna go lay down for like an hour, make some ramen. Just, Thank you all for tuning in. And for those who watched the video, I appreciate you just so much. My camera got covered up again. Make sure you check out the 3 links in the description down below. For my brother's channel, go check him out, show him some love. There's a Discord we're running, it's a little community we're building. You can join in, you can talk to us in there. Just make sure we're part of the streams, part of the channel, part of the fun. You can even suggest games, like how this was a suggested game, and we can play it on the channel. And there's a link for donations if you want to support the channel that way. So with all that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join us in this and many other awesome adventures. Hope you all have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Good night, but not goodbye.